Well, hey y'all, who wants dessert? We do. We're going to have gluten-free Hello Dollies today. And this is the brand that I use today, and it's Knick. I believe that's how you say it, but there are a lot of different gluten-free graham crackers out there that are very, very good. And I just put them in my bag, and I beat them to smithereens with my Mama's rolling pin. And this is about a little over a cup and a half. And I'll attach the real recipe, because you know I always break the rules. Now let's say it together. It's a non-legal binding document. It's the recipe, isn't it? All right, let me tell you what this is. This is 1 stick of butter, and give or take, because you know I use the Amish butter that comes in a big block, and so I just eyeballed what looked like it was going to be a stick of butter. And I'm going to mix this around, and I have my oven preheated to 350. I'm just going to give this a good mix. And it's spread fairly evenly. And I'm just going to take a piece of plastic wrap, and I'm just going to put this right on top of it. You don't have to follow this step, but you could just use your hands or use the bottom of a measuring cup or whatever you want to do, but I'm just going to use plastic wrap. Okay, you don't want it to be so tight in there that it's going to be hard to come out. Okay, so I have a cup and a fourth of chocolate chips, and I'm just going to sprinkle these right on top. This is a milk chocolate chip, but if you like the dark chocolate chips, you could use that. Just use your favorite. Okay, and I have a cup and a fourth of coconut, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take 1 cup of it and put it on the top. And of course, if you don't like coconut, you can leave this out. And this is a very versatile recipe, y'all. You can just kind of do your own thing. Add what your family likes. Okay. There we go. Pour that back in there. And it calls for pecans. But I could not find the pecans because I didn't have any, but I had some walnuts that were not used up for something I was doing at Christmas time. So I just substituted that for walnuts, the walnuts for the pecans. And I chopped those up, and this is a little more than a cup because there was a little bit left in the bag, and I don't plan on doing anything with walnuts in the near future, so I didn't want them to die in vain, as we say around my house. Come back here, you. Okie dokie. Now to this, I'm going to drizzle 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. And I'm going to just pour this. It is so cold in my house, y'all. Look how thick that is. Of course, it's always thick, but I freeze everybody to death around here. We want to get every last drop out of here, don't we? Don't let any of it go to waste. There we go. Pretty much all of it out of there now. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take what's left of our chocolate chips, and we're going to sprinkle these on top. And we're going to take the rest of our coconut and do likewise. Now this is a organic coconut, and this is just what I had. You can use regular coconut, and actually this, I prefer the regular coconut because this is ground very, very fine. I like to use this when I'm making coconut shrimp, but this is what I had. But I really, in this, I like the other ones that are longer and shredded more, so, or not shredded as much. I'm going to add the balance of the walnuts, except that one that just ran away with a spoon. And when I was looking for my chocolate chips, I found these. These are a chocolate salted caramel flavor baking chips. What's not to love? So we're just going to put some on the top. I'm not going to measure these. If I get it open, I'm not going to measure these. I'm just going to measure with their heart today, y'all. Oh boy, those smell good. Okay, that looks right fine to me. Okay, I'm going to take my piece of plastic wrap again. Again, you could use your hands or you could use whatever, but I'm just going to give it just a little bit of just a little touch to kind of make sure everything is connected. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go put this in my oven for 20 to 30 minutes, and you're going to want the middle to be completely melted whenever it comes out. So I'll tell you how long that is. So I'll see you back in just a little bit. Well, y'all, it came out of the oven in about 35 minutes, and it was bubbly around the edges, and it was just starting to turn just a little bit brown. But this is going to be delicious. With just made us a fresh pot of decaf coffee because it's the afternoon, and a fresh batch of homemade coffee creamer. And you can type Kimmy's Southern Cooking Coffee Creamer into the search bar, and then you can make yourself some healthy coffee creamer that doesn't have all those old chemicals in it that we don't need anyway. So let's just see what we think about this. Golly gee whiz, y'all. That is so good. Oh, that's delicious. This is going to be great. My husband is finishing up a ball game in there, so I'm going to cut him a piece of this, get him a cup of coffee, and then we'll, I think it's halftime, so anyway, we're just going to have us a snacky do. This may end up being our supper too, so I'll see y'all next time. Go do something fun. Bye, y'all.